Hello, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olivia, and here you're going to check out weekly uploads about traveling. You probably have seen my first video, which was a traveling guide. I told you some great tips and the best places that you can visit, but also how you can separate different ways of traveling, the packages, and let's say a very detailed information. If you haven't seen the video yet, then I suggest to you to go check it, watch the video, get all of the details, and then later on to come and check this video, because in this video it's going to be a continuous video of the first one. Here today we are going to speak about traveling, but we are going to be focusing especially on the main things that you should know before traveling to a foreign country. So guys, you should have some tips in your mind before deciding to go. Let's say that you have finally have put a finger to a country and you want to go there. You have decided for a particular package, holiday package, or whatever else that you might have decided, and now you need to know some information before traveling to that country. So there are some tips very helpful that can of course help you out a lot. Now guys, let's move on, but first I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for the support that you gave me from the first video that I published. I have seen that I have reached out so many subscribers in such a very short time, and also I've got so many views on my first video that I published, which was very long. So thank you so much for all of your support. Please continue sharing my video, and if we reach out to 1000 of subscribers, I would really appreciate it. Now let's continue to this video and let me give you the information that you need to know before deciding to travel to a particular country. So this will be general for all countries that you might travel in any part of the world. So guys, the first thing will be the documents, which is really important. This is why I have put it on the top. You should be really careful with the documents before traveling to a particular country. Then second of all, you should double check the flight schedule. Thirdly, get information about the country's culture, and fourth, always take a map. Now guys, this might not be for other people the best tips, but this is my opinion, and I have decided that this might be the four top best advices. But if you want to get more, you can check on Google, or also there are particular types of books that give you that information. Now let's continue with the first one, so the documents. Now guys, the main document that you need in order to travel from one country to another is your passport. Make sure that your passport is valid, and of course it can allow you to travel by anywhere. Now there are some specific countries which do not allow you to enter there with only passport. So you also need to apply for a visa, and usually this can be handled by the travel agency that takes you there. So it's not a big deal, but just make sure and always ask about this information, because there are particular countries which do not allow you to enter just by having a passport, but also you should have a visa which allows you to fly freely on that country and move there. So make sure without passport and without the visa you cannot travel by any place. Second, you should double check the flight schedule. Now this might be like the less important thing, but in fact there are a lot of people who forget to check their flight schedule, and they forget the time, and they also lose the plane. Now guys, you should go and be to the airport at least 3 to 2 hours before, because in this way, for everything that might happen, even if the, let's say, time schedule, it might be a little bit later or might be delayed, you will be there and check for the information and get more. So in this way you will never lose the plane. But if you go late, you will not have time for the check-in and other things that you should do on the airport before you get to the plane, which can cause you to also lose your plane and lose your flight and also lose your vacation too. So always double check the flight schedule before you go to the airport. Thirdly, get information about the country's culture. Even for this, you probably would think that it's not important, but it is. There are dress codes in some countries, especially in Dubai. So you should be careful when you travel to a specific country and know the culture and also the rules that they have, how you should dress and how what kind of manners you should have and other specific thing. Just go over to Google and search up for the country that you are going to travel and get just the general information, how you are going to, what are you going to face, let's say, on that country, what type of manners, and also what things you should not do that they might take it as a bad manner. So, not to have any conflict with the people there, just go check the information on Google. Now, guys, the fourth, the last one but not least, is always take a map. Now, this might be a little bit funny because we're living in the 21st century and you're probably thinking to yourself, why do I need a map when I can just open my phone, Google Maps, and search up for any place? In fact, yes, you can do that. But do not forget that you are traveling to a foreign country and probably your internet might not work there perfectly and you might not find Wi Fi, which means that you are going to be left without internet in the middle of a country that you don't know the roads and you don't know also to speak the language. So, guys, what you will have to do is, of course, always take a map on your backpack just to have it because you never know when it might come in to help. Another bonus tip, which I haven't included over here, will be to learn some words on that country language. So, some general words like how to say hello, how to ask for a particular thing, if you go to a restaurant, for example, how to order, or if you want to get help from someone. So, the general questions that people usually make, just to know this, how to speak on that country if you have time, of course. This is why I left it as a bonus tip because it's not really necessary because we have Google Translate and everything else and also the non-verbal language. But still, guys, it will be great if you would know some few words how to say hello at least on that country because even the foreigners would feel welcomed and they will really appreciate it if you could speak their language too. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope it might came a little bit into help before you travel and decide for your vacation. Please show us some support by liking this video and also subscribing to it, and see you on my other uploads.